All right, let's be honest, for a solid 99.9% of us, the closest we'll get to being a billionaire is this really specific daydream we all have where we find a loophole in the monopoly rules and finally get to tell our brother-in-law Steve to shove it. But have you ever stopped to think, maybe just maybe, those Scrooge McDuck money swimming fantasies might be, well, kind of crap? Because today we're diving headfirst into the surprisingly dark underbelly of extreme wealth. We're talking about the 5 reasons why being a billionaire might not be the utopia we've been culturally conditioned to believe it is. Buckle up, folks, because it's about to get existentially uncomfortable. Imagine this. You wake up, check your bank account, and yep, still more commas than a Jane Austen novel. Great, except your phone's already blowing up. Your third cousin, twice removed, needs a loan to open a themed restaurant based on his extensive rubber duck collection. Your old college roommate, who hasn't spoken to you since you refused to join the Quidditch team, suddenly wants to reconnect. And don't even get me started on the charities bombarding you with requests, each one more worthy than the last. Suddenly, everyone's your best friend, everyone's got a sob story, and you're left constantly questioning every interaction, every smile, every "you look great, is it genuine?" Or are they just picturing you as a walking, talking ATM? And let me tell you, that kind of paranoia can really put a damper on your Tuesday. Because here's the kicker. The more money you have, the harder it becomes to figure out who's in your life for you and who's just there for the caviar-flavored ride. Remember that time you accidentally liked your ex's new girlfriend's sister's dog's Instagram post from 2017? Yeah, that's awkward for everyone. Now imagine that, but times 1,000, and instead of a roguelike, it's every single detail of your life plastered across the internet for public consumption. Because for billionaires, privacy is about as real as a unicorn riding a dragon. Paparazzi will camp outside your house for weeks just to get a shot of you looking slightly flustered. Websites track your private jet's every movement with the dedication of a stalker wearing night vision goggles. And forget about expressing an opinion, one wrong word, one slightly off-color joke, and you're trending on Twitter faster than you can say. But I thought this was an off-the-record conversation about the merits of different types of mayonnaise. So yeah, say goodbye to those carefree days of browsing questionable memes in your pajamas. When you're a billionaire, the internet is basically your judgmental neighbor, except it can reach through the screen and cancel you. Chapter 3. Congratulations! You're now a walking target. You know those scam emails you get about a Nigerian prince needing your help to move his vast fortune? Yeah, those get a whole lot more convincing when you actually have a vast fortune, because when you're a billionaire, you're not just dealing with regular person problems like forgetting to buy milk or accidentally setting off the fire alarm while making toast. We've all been there. No, you've got a whole new set of worries. Lawsuits become a regular Tuesday afternoon activity, extortion attempts, just another email in your inbox. And don't even get me started on the very real threat of kidnapping, both for yourself and your loved ones. Suddenly every shadow seems suspicious, every cough in the crowd sounds like a potential threat, and you start investing in personal security that would make a Bond villain blush. Chapter 4. The existential crisis Express has no destination. Remember that feeling when you finally achieved a goal you'd been chasing forever? The sense of accomplishment, the relief, the fleeting moment of, what now? Well, imagine that, but amplified by, a billion. Because for billionaires, that post-achievement void can be absolutely massive. You've got the money, the power, the freedom to do pretty much anything your heart desires. You could literally build a replica of the Taj Mahal in your backyard and hire Beyoncé to serenade you with personalized show tunes about the importance of flossing. But then what? Do you just keep accumulating more? Is that it? Is that the meaning of life? Suddenly you're staring into the abyss of your own existence, realizing that maybe, just maybe, those philosophy classes you slept through in college were onto something. Chapter 5. Welcome to the top, where the inequality view is spectacular. Here's the thing about having a Scrooge McDuck vault of money. It tends to highlight just how many people don't have even a Scrooge McDuck piggy bank. You're constantly confronted with the stark realities of income inequality. You see the homeless encampments on your way to your private helicopter pad. You read the news about families struggling to put food on the table while you're being served a 20-course meal by a team of Michelin-starred chefs. And suddenly that whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps narrative you've always been told starts to feel, well, a little flimsy. Because here you are standing at the very top of the economic ladder. And it's impossible to ignore the systemic issues, the lack of opportunities, the sheer unfairness of it all. Some billionaires deal with this by becoming philanthropists, throwing money at problems like they're trying to win a game of guilt-fueled dodgeball. Others double down, retreating further into their bubbles of privilege, justifying their wealth with arguments that would make even Ayn Rand roll her eyes. So, you still want to be a billionaire? So, there you have it. 5 reasons why being a billionaire might not be the fairy tale ending we've been sold. Look, I'm not saying we should start a pity party for the ultra-wealthy. But next time you find yourself daydreaming about winning the lottery or finally getting your artisanal cheese sculpture business off the ground, just remember, there's a whole lot more to life than a bottomless bank account. It's about finding joy in the simple things, connecting with other human beings in a way that doesn't involve offshore tax havens, and maybe, just maybe, trying to make the world a slightly less messed up place than you found it. And if you do happen to become a billionaire, well, first, congratulations. Second, please hire someone to teach you how to use the internet responsibly. Seriously, it's a minefield out there.